Okay, so very quickly, this is what we need to do. I want to show you how to quickly get the images we need for the book chapter for your gene. So I'm going to go to ucsc.edu. University of California. We've used the genome browser before. Go into the genome browser. It probably will default on this latest build of the genome, 38, HE38, that's the one we're using. Let's take a gene that's got like a lot of exons so you can see how to maybe manage this because they're nastier to deal with. LRP5 is one such gene. So we go there, and I've been playing around in here already, so you'll notice what I have here is I've kind of got everything set up to look at with this gene. What I might do sometimes is zoom out by maybe 1 times just to see the end of the gene, see where I am in the reference gene. That looks okay. If I don't really want to see things next door taking up space in this image, I'm going to do this. I can go up near the top of the view scale here, click and drag, just sort of to cover the part for LRP5. It probably asks me if I just want to zoom in. That's kind of nice now. This track up here are all the amplicons, and I'll show you how to load that file. These are all the PCR products for our sequencing, but there's some key things I've set here that you should set as well. When you go to this in your genome browser, a lot of these other tracks down here might be on. And what you want to do is just take some of them off, like this gen code. Just going to hide it. You can leave base position on as dense, and the main view, main version 1, we'll use this one full. It's kind of an NCBI reference sequence to where the gene probably is. That's what's generating this track lower in the image. And you can see I have a user track on here that's set right now to the packed situation. The reason I'll show you this, if I do full and refresh this image, here they're on a separate line all the way down. It just makes kind of an unmanageable image to look at. So that user track, which I'm going to show you next, we set for pack. So if they don't overlap on each other, they'll be put into the same row, and that just makes the diagram nicer to look at. This custom track has been placed in here by, first what I had to do was go to manage custom tracks, and then there was a file I added there. To get it, you will add a custom track and you'll get this window, and then you will choose the file to add. I'll show you how I did that. I'll email it to everybody again. It's this target's bed file. This is generated a little bit by the sequencer. I can take this file from any of the sequencing runs, but basically it's a text file that really on each row it just simply shows the chromosome, its location starting and beginning, and all the amplicons that were synthesized by Illumina into our amplicon pool all have a name, AMPL, blah blah blah, and there's a number. So these are all the PCR products that cover all the exons of our genes. We would want to load this, and it's in a format which is for bed files, and bed files are coordinate systems that can be loaded and superimposed on the genome in your genome browser, as long as these chromosome locations are derived from version 38 of the genome, which ours is. I would open that, and you can see it's selected here now, and I would submit it. That's how I got it in there. I'm not going to submit it again, so I'm just going to go back and not add to that, but that'll be in there. You can go back and you might have to regenerate this image, but all of a sudden this will be a custom track that you have to view. The other thing you'll find is that some of this visual typeface font on the gene name over here and on these amplicon tracks might be kind of small. So you can go to Configure button here, Configure, what you want to set is, make sure the text size is set to 18, excuse me. That's all you need to do. Usually it's set for 11 or 12, but if you don't have it at 18, everybody make it 18. You submit that, and boom, it'll just give us this. So the trick is to get your gene, again, to summarize, have the custom track loaded, know where the file is in a folder so you can go hunting for it and add it. The user track should be packed. You should use configure to set the font size to 18. And the base position, which is just up here in this scale, you're going to have set to dense. Anything else you see turned on, anything else that isn't hidden, hide it, except down in the genes and gene prediction, use main version 1 full, which gives us this nice gene track. It's kind of a curated reference gene track, and that it just makes a simple image. So now we have your gene. People see where all the amplicons are that we're sequencing. This is the diagram section. Above it, this image that we have of the whole chromosome with the little red mark showing us where we're kind of positioned on that chromosome, that horizontal structure diagram is the chromosome ideogram. What I need you to provide is this chromosome ideogram and then this diagram of tracks as PDF files. And that's very easy, because once this is set up looking pretty, you just go to your view option up here. You see a PDF PostScript section. Go into here. We will use PDF images, and this one, you click it, it will download for you, or it will get for you first this image. You can see that's the graphic of the tracks. Download it, just so we get it. The nice thing about that is when we do get it, I've just dragged it, it opened up here, it's got plenty, because it's a PDF, it can be scaled to any size. This is the PDF file I need from you, okay? The other thing that I want you to get is the other link says the current chromosome ideogram. Click on that. Again, here it is. Download that. That's how you need to get the PDF. This is a real true PDF file. For people that don't realize this yet, all the elements in the file, the squares, circles, anything, the letters, they're all drawn mathematically, which means they can be scaled up to any size and redrawn for you smooth. Okay? And that makes us easy to put, makes it easy for me to put into a manuscript, a poster, anywhere, and there won't be any blocky looking diagrams. Okay? And so those are the PDF images I need you to get me, and I need you to have your tracks added. So I'll email everybody that bed track. If you could do that sometime this week, that would be great. Thank you.